Hello and welcome to another edition of Young People Doing Big Things. And our guest on the show today is Precious Inyang, who is a 19-year-old user interface designer and a front-end developer. She is also a semi-finalist of Technovation Girls, which is a global tech event. This program is brought to you by Software Development Academy, ESDA, which is based in Lagos. ESDA runs a 3-month program that trains students to be able to build simple applications. Now, let's make welcome our host, Enoch Olisa, and our guest, Precious Inyang.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Young People Doing Big Things. And it's nice to have you here wherever you are watching us from anywhere in the world. On today's edition of the program, we have an amazing person who I'm very sure you like to hear speak and share about her experience. Her name is Precious Inyang, and she's a 19-year-old user interface designer and front-end developer. If you're just watching the show for the first time, Young People Doing Big Things is a program dedicated to speaking with young people and showcasing the big things they are doing in tech. We speak with them, we hear about their journey, how they started, and what they are presently doing. So once again, you're welcome. Precious, it's nice to have you here.
Thank you so much for hosting me.
Yeah, okay. So Precious, our viewers would like to meet you, your name, your age, and what you currently do.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Precious Johnson Inyang. I am 19 years old, a Nigerian, and currently I'm a student at African Leadership University in Kigali. And what I currently do, I am a software developer and a user interface designer. And I also write for a blog back in my hometown called sci-fi.org. So I write content around technology, innovation, and business. Yeah.
That's awesome. I can see you're into a lot of tech related stuff. Okay, so Precious, before we go ahead, I won't be surprised if some of our viewers are hearing the phrase user interface design for the first time. So tell us, what does a user interface designer do?
Okay, so in simple terms, as a user interface designer, I design interfaces for mobile applications and websites. So before anybody like builds a mobile app or a website. So my job as a user interface designer is to like do my research about like the users, who will be using the products that person is building, like the mobile app or the website the person is building, and then design something that will be very interactive and easy to use. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Precious. When did you start out? Like the year you started? It's the year you started out in tech.
Okay, I started back in 2019. Yeah. So I started in 2019. That was after I graduated from high school. I got a scholarship to attend a digital summer academy program. And yeah, so okay, at the program they taught us like different skills like coding, designing, photography, writing, like a lot of the digital skills. So I really picked interest in coding, and then after the program I had won my first laptop, and I was like, I would love to continue coding. So yeah, I started out like coding. I got like people who shared resources with me, and yeah, I continued learning how to code from there. And then I started designing in 2020. So I had an app idea, and then I didn't have like any friend who was a UI designer. And so I needed to design my app first before building it. And since I had no one, I had to become the designer. And then I've loved doing that since then. I've loved designing. Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
quite awesome. Okay, so if I'm understanding you well, you first came into coding, then you just had to stumble into designing, and now
Yeah.
you juggle both. If I'm understanding you well, you juggle both, right? You code,
Yes, I
and
do.
you
Yeah.
design.
And design.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I would ask, what made you start? Like when the opportunity came for you to join the academy where you learned, what were the things that made you take interest in going to that type of academy?
Okay, first off, back in high school, there was this organization in my school that we usually have like they usually have like programs in my school where the teachers like just like to train us for like life after high school. Yeah. So they taught us like things on career development, and I didn't know anything about tech while I was still in high school. And so I got this scholarship because I was like one of the active participants during the program. And so when
Okay,
I
sorry,
when I got
what class in high school? Would that be your final year?
yes, my
High
final
school.
year in
Okay,
high school,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So when I got to be like part of the program, when I started attending lectures, yeah, at the academy, I really fell in love with coding because I felt like there was like a lot of things I can like build just with code, and like there was something I can. So because after that I joined Technovation and I built an app with my team, and we got to the semi-finals of the Technovation competition. So I felt like coding like helped in developing my critical thinking skills. And yeah, there was like, I thought it was like something really big I can build with code. Though I've not done it yet, but I'm sure that there are really amazing things I can do with code. So that's why that's one of the reasons I picked interest in coding. And also like another thing was that there are really like few females in tech. And so I somehow knew like it was going to be hard to like find like people who like girls who were doing like similar things. So I had to like work with a lot of girls. My friends, I started sharing coding resources with my friends, my female friends, so they could learn how to code too, but not all of them did.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can understand. I can understand. I mean, it's been quite a journey. That's very nice to hear. So my understanding is, and my advice to anybody who is also listening to it is that, I mean, there are some kind of programs that you can go to that can influence some immediate career decisions that you have to take some few months down the line. So that's nice. That's nice. Also, for those who are watching us and maybe are still in secondary school, I mean, if you borrow a leaf from Precious's story, take clubs, take events, take going to career information sessions very seriously. You get pointers. I know for, I mean, secondary school students here in Nigeria, I mean, they just have this mindset that maybe I want to be a doctor, I want to be an engineer, I want to be a lawyer, and that's it. If I remember you quite clearly, you said you didn't even know about tech as late as your, I mean, your final year in secondary school. That's quite impressive and precious. Okay, let's talk for software development now. What's your stack? Like, what are the tools that you use and are somehow proficient in?
Okay, so I'm a front-end developer, so I code with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and then learning one of JavaScript framework called React. Then for UI design, I use Figma, and currently learning illustration. I used to draw when I was very little. Yeah, I used to draw, so I'm learning illustration right now. So I use Adobe Illustrator, yeah, for illustrations, yeah.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Then there's this question I also love to ask. I mean, what's been your highest point so far? Like, what's been that wow moment in your career as a front-end designer?
Okay, first off, one of my wow moments was winning Technovation's regional competition. Yeah, my team like was like we were top in the regionals for Nigeria, and then and I've gotten like other opportunities like being a lead for a team or like getting jobs. Yeah, I've been like getting jobs because I'm a developer. Yeah, though I didn't start earning like in my earlier in my career. I didn't like start earning, so it was like later on because I had a lot of work to do. I had to like build stuff. I had to like build stuff to like put on my portfolio. So after that, that's when I like started getting jobs. Yeah.
That's nice. I mean, I'm surprised and wowed. So if you're listening to this, I mean, this is a 19-year-old lady saying she didn't start early. I think I can relate. I mean, it pays to start tech very early, and you can't be. I mean, you can't be earlier. You can't be earlier enough. I think I understand that.
Yeah. Okay, I said I did like start earning early. I didn't like start making money
earning early. Okay.
Yes, I didn't start making money early. Yeah.
You said you didn't start out early. Okay, that's fine.
It's never too late to start in tech. Yeah.
Yes. Then, I mean, if I understand you well, so you said until you started building out your portfolio, that was when maybe you started getting opportunities to earn.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I trust some of our viewers who are also software developers just starting out can borrow, I mean, a leaf from that. Okay, I mean, so to my next question, just a yes or no. Has software development opened doors for you?
Yeah, of course it has. Yeah, it has. It has like lots of those. Yeah. So like getting jobs, having the opportunity to even like have clients outside my country, Nigeria, going for hackathons, competitions, meeting people, having like a very good network. That's what software development has done for me. Yeah.
And that's nice to hear. Okay, then I'm sure you meet, I'm sure you would have met people who would have asked you questions related to this. Is coding hard? So if somebody asks you now, Precious, is coding hard? Is tech hard? What would you respond?
Okay, first off, I think some people find it easy. Yeah. So first off, you cannot like say something is hard when you've not tried it out. Yeah. So I think that's one of the things that like scares people to be like, do you want to learn how to code? They'll be like, no, it's hard. So you have to like try it out yourself first. Yeah, to like know if this is actually something you can do, it is actually something you are interested in. So like they are really like times coding will be hard. Yeah. Coding is kind of interesting, but there are times that it will be hard, like you have bugs in your code. Errors. Bugs are like errors, in your code to fix. So moments like that, your coding can be hard for you and very difficult for you. So it's just something you can like try out yourself first before like concluding that it's difficult. And like tech is broad, so like there are a lot of other areas in tech you can try out if like coding is not something you like doing. Yeah.
Thanks very much for that. So if I'm understanding you well, start out first, discover it yourself. And if it's something you'll continue, fine. If it's something that will make you evolve into other things, so be it. Thanks so much for that, Precious. Very quickly, Precious, I mean, some of our viewers would like to know, do you have mentors? Are there people in the tech space that you look up to? Okay, can we?
Yes.
Some of them?
Okay, I actually have like mentors that I like really like close. I'm really close to. So first off, I have one of my mentors. So he's like one of the persons who helped me really a lot when I was like starting out. His name is Mr. Patrick Ndifon. He lives in Calabar. And then Miss Hope, she works at Microsoft. And then I have Miss Mirabel Mora. She's the chief editor of a company called an organization called Blank Papers. Yeah. So three of them are people I look up to and want to be like when I grow up because they are doing great.
That's nice to hear. Yeah. From experience, one thing I'm usually very strong on is having people who can show you the way. So you don't make much mistakes. It makes the journey easier. And also being in a community where you can learn from your peers. That's nice to hear. I mean, no wonder you've had very awesome progress. Okay, yeah, let's move. Let's talk about some other stuffs. I know we tech guys usually have this kind of fancy kind of computer that we want to use. So I would ask, what's your dream computer? What's your dream gadget? What's your dream device?
Okay, MI1 MacBook Pro, that's my dream computer. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
that's my dream computer.
Okay. And why would it be?
Okay, but I like Apple products. Yeah, a lot of people do. Yeah, and then like I like the quality Apple products. Yeah, their quality. So they really like put a lot of work to make sure that they produce quality. So yeah, and yeah, that's why I want my one MacBook Pro. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. And also, what would be your dream company? Like, what's that company you would like?
Okay. Okay. So I have it in mind to apply to Google like in my second year. Yeah, the university, because my school, like we have like terms that are just meant for internships. So we have periods, yeah, for internships. So Google is my dream company. Yeah, Google is my dream. I've had that dream since 2020. Yeah, 2020 or 2021. Yeah, Google is my dream company, and I know it's very possible.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. Yeah. Okay, then after school, do your plans look like? Work for a company? I know you said Google is your dream company. Work for a company or start your this after school. Do you see yourself at one point in time maybe having your own company?
Yeah, so I plan to start my company before I graduate from uni, and I'm currently working on an app. Yeah, I'm currently working on something. So I'm sure I'm going to have my own company after I'm done with school. Yeah, but while I'm in school, I plan to like work with other companies and just learn from them. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice to hear. Okay, let's now leave tech-related questions and talk on business, talk on nation building. Okay, as a Pan-African, someone who has lived in Nigeria and now living in Rwanda, what are easy problems around you that you feel softwares can solve?
Okay, so okay, an example is like AI. So I think tech can solve issues around health, inequality in education, yeah, gender inequality too, and also climate change. Okay, so an example is I'm currently mentoring a team for Technovation, and then they are building and they're working on a wearable, an AI wearable that will help like in detecting like early forms of diseases. So I believe they can solve like things in a lot of like different areas. So around the 17 SDG goals, yeah, they can solve problems around that area. And one of them I'm really interested in is like health. So that currently the team I'm mentoring, yeah, we are working on solving a problem under health with technology. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice to hear, Precious. Some big things you're doing there. I'm usually very happy when I see people who have been mentored also volunteering to mentor people. That's some nice things you're doing there, Precious. Okay, let me build on that question and ask this. Do you feel software development is underutilized in Nigeria, in Africa, maybe also in Rwanda?
Okay, I don't think it is, because like the tech ecosystem in Africa is like we are coming up. Yeah, and in Nigeria, yeah, we are like thriving. We have like a number of like very good software developers who are like working for really big companies, even if like some of them are not like in Nigeria, like they are working in like for companies like outside of Nigeria, and then they are really great, doing great. And then like a lot of tech solutions are coming from places within Africa. So I think when we actually like solve a problem in Africa, we can or maybe like building an app or a website. I think it can be used like anywhere outside Africa too, because like because people also like encounter like those type of problems. So I don't think it is underutilized in Africa or in Nigeria, because we are actually trying. We are trying, yeah.
Okay, that's nice to hear. So my understanding of what you've said so far is, okay, we are not there, but we are not where we were. We are moving.
Yes.
That's nice to hear. Okay, in wrapping up now, some few questions before we wrap up. So somebody out there who is watching this, what advice do you have for such a person thinking of going into software development, going into tech? What would you tell such a person?
Okay, so somebody going who wants to start out in tech in general. So like I said earlier, there are lots of areas in tech. So find your niche. So you can Google different careers in software engine in tech. Yeah, and look for something you'll be interested in. So just research, read about it, and anyone that's that you think you can do. Yeah, you can try it out. So you can try it with one or two, and then go with whichever you are interested in or you think you are good at or comfortable with. Yeah, and then give your time. Give yourself enough time to learn. So don't learn. Yeah, learning is good. So even if you get a job or you start freelancing or maybe volunteering for an organization or internship, an unpaid internship, those are opportunities you can use to continue learning. So give your time a period to learn. So interning or volunteering or working on a simple project with your friend, to help you learn faster and earn faster too.
Okay, thanks so much, Precious. And lastly, before we allow you go, can you kindly drop your social media handles? We know some of our listeners would like to follow you on different social media platforms.
Okay, so first, on LinkedIn, I'm Precious John on LinkedIn. I am on Twitter. I'm also Precious John. Instagram, I use my username on Instagram is I am Precious John. Yeah, so that's my LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram. I'm not on Facebook.
Okay. Thanks so much, Precious.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Joining us. Okay, and to our listeners, it's very nice to have you join us. We've been speaking with Precious Johnson. I mean, amazing stuff she's doing. She's a 19-year-old software developer. She's also a front-end designer, and of course, she's into she's also a user interface designer. I've been privileged to work with her, and I can tell you, she's very good at what she does. Thanks for listening to us. Thanks for joining the program. This program is brought to you by Software Development Academy. We are a software training academy based in Lagos, and we train students to move from zero software knowledge to basic software development knowledge. Don't forget to join us for our next edition, which will be holding next month. And feel free to go over our channel to watch previous editions of the program. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.